Hey everyone, and welcome to the Magnet Talk Show. So today we got our guest.
Joshua Duranda.
Cool. So tell me, Joshua, you told me that you're from Zambia. How was it coming to America? Tell me your experience coming to America.
The experience was, I would say, smoother than I expected. I expected a lot of cultural differences to kind of impact the way I was living everyday life, but it was just like, because most of the stuff we watch back home is American movies, so it's like, okay, I get the terms and all the culture stuff, so it was easier to just get used to people talking a certain way.
Oh, that's cool. So easy assimilation, right?
Yeah.
It was easy. So children and other teenagers didn't bully you when you came through?
No.
Other students didn't, like, you weren't bullied and stuff? Because I know when I came to America, I was bullied too. Like, teenagers can be cruel. Like, I came as a teenager. And people called me Four Eyes and all these other ones too and stuff like that. So I was like bullied, right? So I don't understand like teenage people. So tell me, you say you like football, right?
Yes.
American.
Not American football.
Oh, of course. So like soccer, yeah. So tell me, who's your favorite team?
Manchester United from England.
Oh, cool. That's nice. So soccer like that. So I know more about your football. So who's your favorite American football team?
Well, I live in Maryland, so I have to say the Ravens.
Oh, of course.
If I'm playing like NFL, I probably use either them or the Chiefs.
Do you think they're gonna make it to the? Do you think they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl? Even they're gonna win the Super Bowl?
Who's the exit?
I think so. You think they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl?
They have a chance to because they've been playing.
I mean, they're already
say very well. So,
right, so they have a 50, I don't say 50-50 chance, but they got a good chance, right?
it's like 60-40 or 70-30, something around that range. Because it depends on the team that they play. That's why I was like, I think I would compare basketball and football more, even though the American version of football, which is soccer, they use the same kind of structure for basketball and the NFL because they have playoffs, which you don't have that in European football.
Oh, soccer.
All you have is like your domestic league. You don't have, all you have is just normal games. You win if you are number one, you win the title. But then the ones they have that would kind of be considered playoffs is the UEFA Champions League, which is like just the best teams from different European countries just play against each other.
Oh, wow.
And that one is also kind of like there are slightly more teams, but it's more so if you.
I just noticed you got a British accent. It's like you know, I'm serious. Like I literally noticed you don't got the Zambian accent. You got like did you take any British class or something?
No, that's normal English.
It's not normal English. Your accent is not
talking like this.
No, like I'm serious. I just noticed that like for me it was a struggle when I came to you because I had to learn English quickly and stuff like that.
I mean, the one thing that someone told me, when I heard it, I was like, that sounds a little bit racist, but I'm just gonna let it slide because he was like, you're very well spoken for a black person. I was like, bruh.
You said for a black person?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
very well spoken for an African. I was like, what?
Yeah, because
we speak English too.
Yeah. For some, I don't know. It's like some people they got a thick accent, they got all this, but yeah. So tell me, what's it been like a child of God? You said you're a man of God, right?
Yes.
So tell me about that. Tell me about your walk with Christ.
It's been fun, I would say. It's easier to get stuff done when you have God in your life, I would say, because I think like 2018, I got malaria when I was in school. Had all these hallucinations because it was beating me up. I was like, hey. Took me to the hospital. Through that entire period, I was just like in pain constantly. And then at some point, I'm just hearing my mom pray in the hospital room. She's crying and praying. I'm like, okay. Then I asked her why she was crying at some point. And she was like, no, because the day before she came to check up on me in, I think I was in Ndola at the time. My dad back in Lusaka, which is the capital city of Zambia, was also in hospital. So it was literally he gets put in hospital on Wednesday, Thursday I'm put in hospital. So she had to make sure that he's good, and then
he got malaria too.
No, he had gout.
Oh wow. That's sad.
So that was like, it didn't affect him that much, but for me it was like.
And Jesus saved you, of course. Like I mean,
because the doctors were saying, "Oh no, your liver is damaged. It was been damaged by the malaria." I was like, "Okay." Then, out of nowhere, they're bringing tests. They're saying for some reason your liver is back to normal, and I was like, it "Must have been the prayers." There's no way. When I was at school, malaria was just like beat me up. I'm like, okay, so what do I do? Then my mom starts praying. The moment that she started praying, I started like feeling a lot better, but I didn't notice it at first until the day of like I think like 3 days before I was discharged, then they were like, yeah, all you need to do is just take this medicine. You'll be back to school in a week. I was like, okay.
Oh, cool. That's nice. What did you study at school?
Because I was in high school at that point, so it wasn't really like study something.
What we call American high school in the U.S. So
Yeah.
what do you study here now?
I'm doing legal studies.
Oh, so you're a lawyer. So for all our future watchers out there, if you need a lawyer, contact Joshua, okay? He's going to have business cards ready in the 2025, right?
Maybe, hopefully.
Maybe, yeah. So, yeah, thank you for your time, though. But you said legal studies, so you like a lawyer or like a lawyer's assistant?
More so, like, you can become a lawyer after you go through, like, law school. So you can start as like a paralegal assistant, so you can just do basically you're doing somewhat of a secretarial job, I guess. But you're helping a lawyer solve cases and all that, helping them file stuff. And then you can go and just say, okay, I just want to either be a paralegal, legal assistant, or an attorney.
Oh, that's cool. So which one do you want to be?
I think for now I'd just be okay with being a paralegal because most of the laws most of the stuff is more so like you have to know the law, and I'm still kind of
Learn American laws and stuff?
because it's similar to Zambia because they have. You guys also use the British system, but you changed a lot of things.
Like what exactly?
Let's see, what can I say that was changed that is not the same as it?
You said the British system.
The British system usually has like, if you want to sue, wait now.
So no more hanging people? Look, I know the British used to hang people and stuff back
That was one time, that was like in the Knights era.
I don't know,
someone's a witch.
I don't
Putting
know.
the stake.
I don't know if we're doing that in Zambia. Like I don't really know much about Zambia and stuff like
I
that.
mean, they don't
There's
do
like
that regularly.
I'm saying regularly, dude. Like I don't know, like
it happens sometimes, but it's not
Like-
it's mostly just like for religious stuff. So if someone, because we have a lot of stuff like witchcraft and all that, so if someone is a witch, they are most likely getting beaten up in the street if a person is praying and then they fall down. Oh, this
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that's
Like
free.
I don't know. Like Zambia is like is also a corrupt country kind of in a way. I don't know. All African nations are. I don't know.
I mean, every country has some level of corruption. It's just like how deep it goes in the country's general structure. So for Zambia, it's more so like we have tribalism, which you guys would classify as like
Racism.
systemic racism, because you're trying to hinder someone from doing something important by using, oh, they're from this tribe, blah blah blah. Because we have like right now we have a Tonga president, so he's from the southern part of Zambia.
You said Tonga?
Tonga.
Tonga.
So Tonga.
I thought that was a country.
There is a country called Tonga, but
Oh, it's
it's not the
also.
same. So the land, like them versus the Easterners or Northerners, like it's been happening since before I was born. So every time it's like the guy who's in there now has been running for presidency before I was born.
Oh wow.
And he finally
finally
got it in, and before, like on his inauguration, he was like, tomorrow by this time tomorrow the dollar is going to drop from this price to this price. So
Did it?
no. And this man is like, everyone was like, okay, they were basically like, okay, so we have to give him a chance because this guy's been like the Easterner who was there was like he was in office for too long, so they're like, nah, this guy's like, let's give the Southerners a chance because he has plans, and then he proceeds to not follow through on any of those plans.
Oh wow. That's
And then
something.
Zambia is a Christian nation, so this man started like trying to make deals with, I think it was the US, involving like gay stuff. So everyone was like,
So non
where have we, like, you saw what happened in 2014. 2014, there was some people who were trying to like bring out, oh, we need to have gay rights for people because they saw in America as big. So okay, so it's because we also want it.
So now he's trying to bring up gay rights?
He tried, failed miserably. But in
Amen.
2014, it was like they find you doing anything remotely gay, jail. And I was like,
So even a man wearing earrings he going to jail?
no, not like earrings, because there's some dudes that just wear earrings for like fashion.
Yeah.
But if you're like wearing a skirt in public, or if you're like, oh, you're openly having a relationship with another man, it's like,
Or woman.
okay. Or a woman to woman, it's like, that's the only thing where I was like, okay, Zambia kind of stood its ground when it came to religious stuff, because that's what kept us going for so long.
Amen for that.
But then this guy tries to do it, and everyone is like, no, what's wrong with you? Are you crazy? And he's just like, okay, I'll back off. I just wanted to do something that would, because if you notice, a lot of like the gay pride stuff brings in a lot of money for some reason. So it's like, he was like, okay, I could just capitalize on that, then
Yeah, I
make
know.
more money from that. It's like, bro, it's not. This is not Monopoly. You can't just start playing with pieces of the country like, oh no.
I mean, you
this is
could
my
but
country.
at least do good things that are Christian things. Like, what do you think about bringing praise back into schools? Like, for example, you say you're a Christian, right? So, what do you think about bringing praise back into schools like that?
I think they absolutely should do that, because in Zambia there was a point where we had like every time before you go to class, you have like an assembly, which was mostly like on Mondays. You sing the national anthem. When you go in class, you pray and start learning.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Bring praise back to school. If I ever become president, or it's like I can't become president, 'cause I'm not a born U.S. citizen, but if I ever become a governor, I'm going to try to put praise back into school. Because that's one of my own things. Like, literally, like, I aspire to be like a politician later down the lane in my future. And when I'm serious, like, I really got some good ideas and stuff.
I mean, the church always needs people in high positions who have good ideas,
Yeah.
because then you can help more people.
Of course, like bringing prayer into schools and more discipline in schools. What about did you go to high school here?
No,
No.
I went to high school in Zambia.
Hey,
I
straight-
only started college here.
Oh, so you did all 4 years here?
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't go to high school? Because I was gonna say, what do you think about more discipline in schools? Because I went to high school.
They need to bring it back, because like, in Zambia you have like the punishments and all that. So it's like, if you do something wrong, you go order the flowers, or they're just going to tell you, or basically be stuck in a squat position,
Oh wow, that's easy.
and then you're jumping while doing that, and they'll tell you when to stop.
Oh really? So your sibling goes?
Frog jumps.
Oh wow, so your sibling goes to high school here, right? You have a younger sibling, don't you?
I have an older brother.
Oh, never mind, because the punishments here in American school systems, personally, I think they're out of whack. Because if you get in trouble, they'll send you home for the day. They'll send you home for 2 days.
It's like you've just given them what they wanted. They did that so they can go home. So
Yeah, like,
they're
I'm serious,
oh,
like-
just play video games. Their dad is like, oh no, you're gonna play video games. And mom is like, no, let them play.
Yeah, like I'm serious. Like they'll send you home for 2 days. Like, what's the point of sending somebody home for 2 days when they're acting up at school? Like, literally, they need to enforce the punishment. Because if I was running the school, right, I'd make them exercise as punishment. Like after school, you run laps, you do push-ups, you run around the school. You basically exercise, and it'll also help the obesity problem in the U.S. No, there are a lot of obese Americans. Like in the for example, punishments like running. Because I know you can't hit children no more. You can't exactly hit. That's abuse.
That's in this country.
So basically, running laps around the school, doing exercise, running fields, doing drills and stuff. That'd be a wonderful punishment in a way. You want to talk smack? You run 2 laps after school. Right? What you
You
think?
would not be seeing any big people. When I say big people, I'm not trying to say the F word, but yeah, big people.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, yeah, I'm on my best behavior. I'm an angel. I'm not committing any acts of.
No, what you mean by big? You mean obese people, fat
Yes.
people?
Yes.
No, they will exercise too. Like, and you make it part of the requirements. Like, to graduate, you have to run laps. You have to,
I think it was at some point
Oh,
in
it
the
still
US, so
is.
I don't know if they still do it, but
it still is, but they don't. It's just like the school system here is like it's okay.
it's very lax with stuff like that.
Rules
They're
and-
like,
yeah.
it's
No.
whatever.
I'm serious. Like even cooking too. Like I took a cooking class. Like the school system here is. I don't mean to disrespect American system, but it's. I don't say it's whack, but it's okay. Because I took easy class like cooking, 2 years of cooking. I took a class that all I had to do was get a job, which I failed because I didn't get a job because I was a citizen yet, so I couldn't get a job. So, and that was an easy class too. But yeah, and school system here is okay too. Hey,
I sent you a message.
Oh,
And you read it?
and thank you for your time. Thank you, Joshua, for your time.
It's because
You're
I
welcome.
heard your voice.
Oh, so thank you very
no,
much.
thank
It was
you.
nice meeting you. Hey everyone, welcome to the Mendic Talk Show. Today we got
Joshua Nurenda.
cool. So tell me about your coming to America. Tell me about your experience coming to America.
The experience was it was an easy road, I guess, because it was easier to assimilate into this culture, because we watch a lot of your stuff from, like a lot of African countries watch American shows, so it's like, okay, some of the terms or like the way people speak, it was like, okay, it's easier to understand people. Sometimes you have people speaking like, North Avenue, I'm like, what?
Yeah, oh that's Baltimore talk.
Yeah, it's like, I'm like, bro, are you saying North Avenue? Like, just
It's
say...
It's like you got an accent kind of in a way.
It's like, I'm from Maryland. I'm like, you're from what?
So tell me, you say you like American football, right? Soccer, right?
Yes.
America's class. So tell me, who's your favorite soccer team?
It's Manchester United.
Oh, that's pretty.
England.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. Mine is USA. USA is a soccer team.
But that's the national team. It's not like a domestic club.
I don't know to tell you. I don't really know the domestic club of the USA.
It's kind of like, you see how the NBA, they have like their own teams, like the Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets. But then when they go to the Olympics, it's just Team USA against Team Serbia,
Oh, cool.
Team Germany. It's like,
So who do you think is going to win the next World Cup based on how they doing this year?
that's kind of hard to say because teams change a lot. Like France in this World Cup, like towards the final and semi-finals, they lost. Like they didn't have a lot of their players that helped them win 2018.
But quick question though, shouldn't for a World Cup, shouldn't the person playing for that team actually be from that country?
Yes.
But you see all these
Like the French guys, just a whole black team. I was like,
yeah,
my mom said something, she made me laugh. She was like, this is not France, this is Frafrica. I was like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you think they should change that kind of? It won't be fair in a way, kind of.
I mean, if they have a French, like for some of the players, you can find like the guy's black, but he was born in France. Like his dad may not be French, but he was born in France, so he has a citizenship.
So there's
other
like,
guys, it's like, okay, they were made French due to like, you want to play for the national team, and they're like, he's actually good, so let's give him a French citizenship.
Yeah, but I'm saying you should be born in a country that you want to play for. That kind of living out the playing field in a way, you know.
I mean, sometimes it's good, other times it's not really, because like for England, you can declare to play for, because in the UK there's like Ireland, Scotland, England, obviously. So
UK broke up, didn't they?
no, Brexit didn't happen, no.
I thought they broke up Brexit.
Nah, they were trying to, but
Oh, never
they
mind.
hurt.
Oh,
So, like for England, I think some Irish players are on that team and some Scottish players, because England was like, okay, do you want to play for England or your home country like Scotland or Ireland or something? And they're like, you know what, I just want to play for England because this is where the big names are. I can make more of an impact on this team. So it's like, okay.
Oh, that's interesting. So, quick question. So, American football. Back to American football. Who do you think is going to win the? Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Our favorite team is, because you say you're from Maryland.
I'm from Maryland. My favorite team is the Baltimore Ravens.
Of course, but I think they have a great chance of making it to the Super Bowl, right?
They could make it, but winning is a different thing.
Winning the Super Bowl? I mean, they're already in the playoffs.
Winning it is different from just getting there. That's kind of what killed a lot of teams, like even in basketball. Like the Sacramento Kings, they made it to the playoffs after I don't know how many years of not going to the playoffs. And when they did, it was just like they were against one of the best teams. They lost to the team that went and won it. I think, oh wait, no, that was after Golden State Warriors won it. That was the one when, what's his team?
Do you play soccer? Because I know you
not as
mentioned
much.
you teach soccer, right?
Yes.
So, do you think you can, maybe you play like professionally when you're older in the next couple of years? I don't know. No.
I would like to, but obviously, like if I'm not Jamie Vardy, who is an English player who decided, I think he was like 25 or something, to play professional football and got into a club that was in the Premier League, which is Leicester.
Uh-huh.
They were obviously in the second division, which is the Championship, and then they made it to the Premier League.
Cool.
That's the top league in England. This man went with a team that was like, no one expected them to win it. They went from nobodies to winning the entire Champions League, the Premier League, and everyone was like, what?
That's great. So I
Leicester?
guess he brought them luck, right? He brought them.
There was nothing they could do to stop him at the time, because this man was breaking records for goals, and this man was just like killing everyone offensively. So it's like any game that he's playing in, you just have to mark him specifically. It's like
they just ganked up on
you
him.
don't know what you're going to get. It's like, is he going to score with a header, even though he's kind of short? So it's like, is he going to score a header, or is he just going to keep shooting? It's like, what's happening?
Oh, cool. That's wonderful. So next topic. What do you think about bringing praise back into school? So you said that you like it, right?
I like that because I don't know if they still do it now, but in Zambia we had a whole thing where you sing the national anthem after an assembly, you go in class, pray, and then start class. They always made it so that you always pray before that, because they were like, okay, we've been doing this for years. We can't just
Take it
cut
out.
ourselves off now when we're a Christian nation.
Also, you're a Christian. That's cool. Of course, we're all Christians here, right?
Yes.
Cool. So what's your favorite Bible passage? I'm gonna let you that. What's your favorite Bible passage? You say?
The one that I've kind of known since I was a kid was like John 3 verse 17. which is for God did not send His Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through Him. That one just
Sticks with you.
it sticks because it's like, okay, He's basically saying that God didn't send Jesus to be judging. Like he obviously is going to judge people, but He's not sending them to send people straight to damnation. He's here just to save them.
Okay.
So if someone doesn't want to be saved, you don't want to be saved. He's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to damn you to hell because you don't want to be saved. He's not like that. He just like he gives you an option. Do you want to be saved or not?
Oh, cool. And you mentioned that you're a lawyer. You mentioned that you're a paralegal, right? No, you mentioned you were in school for paralegal, right?
Yes, I'm doing legal studies at CCBC.
So you still want to be a paralegal, right? Or you say you want to be a lawyer in the future?
Obviously, I could transition into being a lawyer in the future, but I want to just start with being a paralegal because a lot of like the laws in America are vastly different than Zambia's, which is what I was learning almost throughout high school. So it's like we both use the British system, but America kind of changed a lot of things. Like for example, you guys changed I think most of the driving laws, and also I think certain terminologies like what constitutes as rape is like it's similar if you look at the British system, but it's not the same.
Oh, cool. Well, shout out to you. Want to give a shout out to anybody?
Shout out to my boy Adele.
Oh, really? Shout out to Adele. I guess we're gonna send this to Adele too. And shout out to all the people that gonna need a lawyer. We got a future lawyer in the making here. So if in the next 2-3 years you need a lawyer, call 1-800-JOSHUA, right? Thank you very much for your time.